Hey gorgeous, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Santa Rita, and on our channel we talk about growth mindset and self-love. Anything and everything to better help us understand ourselves. So grab a journal, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into it. Day one, we talked about self-concept in general, right? The overall idea of what makes up self-concept. Day two, we are going to get deeper into the exploration and understand what are the different parts that make up our self-concept. So just a light recap of day one. Self-concept is basically looking into a mirror. When we look into this mirror, we are not just looking at our appearance, we're also looking at our feelings, our behaviors, our thoughts, our perceptions, everything that makes up who we are. Our self-concept is a framework of who we are, is our mental for our thoughts, our mental filter, right, of how we interpret the outside world, and then the way it influences how we give out to the outside world. We talked about different things on if we have a strong self-concept, we approach challenges as something that we can overcome, as an opportunity to test ourselves, to grow. If we have a negative self-concept, we take the same situation, the same challenge as something that takes us back, as something that is we are not possible, we're not capable of overcoming. So it is vital that we are aware of our self-concept, because that's one of the things that once we understand, everything just makes sense. So if you haven't had the chance to check out day one, make sure you check it out. The link will be in the bio. For day two, we are going to look at what the different parts are of self-concept. One of the psychologists, Carl Rogers, actually came up with the theory that our self-concept is based off of three things: our ideal self, our self-image, and our self-esteem. Our ideal self is basically who we think of when we're trying to manifest. When we're trying to manifest, we're thinking about this ideal self. They're the ones that embody our vision boards. They possess the qualities that we are working towards and want to be. It's essentially who we envision ourselves to be. Our self-image is how we see our current self. It is our personality traits, our characteristics, our social roles. All of these play a part, and it is how we currently see our self-image. Our self-esteem now is how worthy we think we are. How much do we think we are valuable? Our self-esteem is now affected by multiple factors, right? It's impacted by how others see us, how we think that we compare to others, our role in society. So the three aspects, the ideal, the self-image, and the self-esteem, are all parts of our self-concept. Now, Carl Rogers believes in this idea called congruence, which is this alignment between our ideal self and our self-image. When those are aligned, who we currently are is aligned with who we want to be. We're in congruence, there's balance, there's harmony, we're at ease. We find the pride in, okay, who I am right now is currently working to better me, and we're intentional about it, and therefore that congruence helps to reinforce a stronger self-concept. But when we're in congruence, which means that what we're currently doing is different from our ideal self or where we see ourselves going, there's that anxiety, there's that disappointment, there's that fear. Another term for it in psychology is cognitive dissonance. It basically means that mental frustration that we sometimes feel when what we're doing is different than what we believe. Sometimes we might get anxiety in a situation because we believe one thing. We believe one outcome is correct, one action is correct. However, we find ourselves, or we're in a situation where we have to do otherwise. There's that difference in what we're actually doing and what we believe we should do. When there's that incongruence, there's that cognitive dissonance. There's that disagreeing between what we think we should be doing, what we want to be doing, and what we currently are doing. So in moments like that, how do we work on that? How do we fix that? It's about taking a step back. We take a step back and we look at what we're doing. Is what I'm doing what I want to be doing? If right now I'm not satisfied with how I'm feeling, my self-image at the moment, how do I fix that incongruence? That's the first step. Sometimes you might get confused between self-concept and self-esteem. Self-concept is that broad descriptions of yourself, that I am a good writer. Self-esteem is any judgments or opinions we have about that self-image. So I feel proud to be a good writer. The difference between I am a good writer, that's just I am a good writer. It's a part of my identity. Yeah, that's my self-image. But that self-esteem is that I feel proud to be a good writer, right? There's that esteem in it. So as we wrap up, I want you to recognize that by understanding these components, it is like a compass navigating your self-concept. Who do I want to be? Who is my authentic self? How can I get there? What am I currently doing that I need to work on to achieve that? Taking those times to ask those questions. So moving forward, we're going to talk about this in different days in our different lessons, but I encourage you to not only just engage in our journal prompts, but also engage in the little things like positive self-talk and focusing on your strengths. Now it is time to reflect. So bring out your journals. Our day 2 journal prompt is I want you to list 3 strengths and 3 areas that you would like to improve. Then reflect on how they impact your self-concept. I hope you take the time to do the journaling and reflect. I'm super excited for day 3 because we will be talking about external factors and external influences, which I think are such a fundamental part of our self-concept, and understanding those and being aware of our self-concept and the influences from the external that are impacting it, one of the best things we can do. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining me today. I look forward for the rest of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.